All right, welcome, Lady Jacket fans, to this game between the Mineola Lady Jackets and the Chapel Hill Red Devils. We're a little late getting online here. Stephen's a long drive over here and took us a while to get up in the stands and find a place to set up. But we got a packed house here in Chapel Hill Red Devils, and joining us tonight is Doug Kaufman. He'll be calling the game with us as well this evening. Doug, what do you think about this game so far? We're already in the second quarter. Got a tight one here, 14-11.
Before we get to the game, man, you hit it on the head. The stands are packed, man. I came in here and my first question was, is it like this?
Yes.
And they get loud. But, hey, first quarter, man, it was a very crisp, clean. It was a good defensive battle there. And the Lady Jackets jumped out ahead, and then the Lady Red Devils jumped out. So, man, if that was a tell of the tape, what we've got to look forward to, y'all hang on, buckle down, because it's about to get rowdy.
Yeah, you guys have been on here for quite a while with us. We just didn't have audio just yet. But so you've seen the game so far, and man, Mineola is playing better than I've seen them play so far. You know, and I know this is a big game for them tonight. I mean, Chapel Hill is definitely a playoff contending team, and I know Mineola is wanting to have a good showing here tonight.
Yeah, they've got also a girl that, to me, she looks about 6 foot, number 23, a senior here. They announced her pregame, but she is dominant down low, out at the 3-point. Of the 14 points, I'm going to say she's probably got about 9 of them. But Mineola, we could shoot the ball better, but I thought we've done pretty good at the 3-point as Kyra turns the ball over. But something the Lady Red Devils have been doing here is once we turn the ball over, they turn it right back to us and they don't finish at the rim. So I know that coach is probably over there livid, but the Lady Jackets they're playing a lot better as of late, and I know that's exciting for Coach Alan Wilson.
Especially this is a good time of year to start to peak, heading into the playoffs. Mineola, this will be their last district game of the season, and they'll actually head to playoffs next week starting on Monday. So it's going to be a Valentine's Day game. Monday night we'll be traveling to Hallsville to play the Atlanta Rabbits. So very familiar foe. So we had to face the boys faced them last year to end the season. But then the girls also faced them to end the volleyball season this past year. So definitely want to get some revenge against the old Rabbits.
Yeah, one thing we've got to do here tonight before them is block out. There was a parent of one of these Lady Jackets sitting here yelling at them in the first quarter saying, you've got to put a body on somebody. And that's really, if we've got a weakness that's been exposed here early on, that's really the only weakness I'm seeing is just blocking out.
Just blocking somebody out, yeah. Mineola has struggled with that all season, not being physical,
right.
Not jumping. We've criticized them a little bit for not jumping on the ball on a tie ball, just need to be a little more aggressive, a little more physical team, especially to play with these teams like Mount Vernon, Chapel Hill, these
right.
District contending playoff teams.
Oh, good pass. Ava Johnson just got to let go of that. That's the second time that they've left her wide open. The first time she had a wide open layup and rushed it a little bit. But there, she just kind of held on to it thinking, I guess she didn't want her shot blocked, but you just got to let them go up and block it, hit out of bounds, something there.
Well, yeah, it's an instant travel and a turnover if you just jump up and come straight down. But you throw the ball up there, maybe a teammate comes down with the rebound or the block shot, whatever's going to happen.
Oh, hey, something that, we talk about Ava Johnson being a defensive specialist all year she has been, but I want y'all to see what Coach Alan Wilson's doing with number 23 and Ava Johnson here on this defensive side. If you've ever heard of face guarding, Ava Johnson is fixing to put on a clinic right here. The senior post we have is what we're speaking of, and if she can keep up the intensity, we can't do that. But look, she doesn't even care about the ball. She is in 23's face, and that's what her job is. She knows it. Oop. Macy Fisher just kind of trailing. You got to make a good shot. Got to get that up. Macy Fisher kind of got tangled up and on the ground and lagged just enough to get down
to get behind it. And like I said, it was a turnover on our part and then quickly turned it right back over on Chapel Hill's part.
Yep. These refs have done a great job. I was kind of worried whenever we showed up. And
oh, great look.
Miley takes it to the senior for Chapel Hill and draws a foul. But I was kind of worried when we showed up and the ref comes over here and knew a few of these by name.
every person in the stands.
And Miley, of the free throw shooter we've seen, she kind of stands out to me as one of the better ones. Makes the front end of the two and makes both of them.
Here's a whole lot better start for Mineola than the first time we played Chapel Hill at home. We really came back in that game in the fourth quarter, and down by 6 in the fourth quarter, but we were down by 20 at one point. So it's a lot better start for these Lady Jackets.
Yeah, they're getting their confidence up underneath them, their feet up underneath them. Jump ball called. Mineola is going to retain possession here with 5:20 left, trailing 4.
They were doing senior night a while ago, and I guess I didn't realize, but it's only been 4 years or 3 years. But there's girls on this team that actually played in the state championship, so again, showing the strength of our district. We got Mount Vernon, who's won a state championship, 5 years ago, Chapel Hill within the last 5 years, and then Winsboro, who's always a contender for the state championship. And so It's just a tough district. So that's 1, 2, and 3 in our district, and here's Mineola sitting at 4. That's a tough district to contend in.
Yeah, and Mineola sitting at 4, being an extremely young team at that.
Yeah, Mineola with a lot of potential for growth for sure. We were late here getting here today. We were taking junior high basketball pictures at Mineola, so that's what we were doing up until end of school, and so got a late start heading this direction. And man, there's a lot of potential coming up in that junior high as well. So it's gonna be exciting to see Mineola contend in this district. And we talked about it last week. The redistricting, it's going to stay the same. So we're in this district for at least what is it? They did every 2 years.
Yeah.
So for 2 more years, we'll be contending with these teams.
Yeah, that's going to be good. Mineola's going to, as far as this goes, Mineola's going to see a lot of new faces, but Mineola's going to have the same old faces. So.
Yeah.
Oh. Just got to take care of the basketball. They've done up to this point a great job of that, and they've kept it close. Coach Wilson wants them to get it in the middle, and they're just trying to force it down there instead of passing the ball, getting a good lane. It's the shortest center in Texas.
Yeah, there you go, the shortest center in Texas with the rebound and the putback and the foul. So get the free throws here. It's 6 fouls there for Mount Pleasant Chapel Hill. So next foul, Mineola will be in the bonus.
Yeah, we've kind of criticized this Lady Jacket team all year, just being a perimeter team. They're great shooters, and it hadn't really been falling. It started to fall here as of late, but Coach Wilson, in order to be a great perimeter shooting team, you have to penetrate and then dish.
Yeah.
And we've seen them do a lot better here lately.
Yeah, we've definitely seen this team improve as the year's gone on. And that's been exciting to see and stuff. That's what's going to happen anytime you have a young team is going to have to watch improvement as the year goes on. It's good to see Coach Wilson able to do that with this team.
I think what you're seeing right now is Mineola's getting a little bit tired.
Yeah. Came out with a lot of energy, and a lot of hustle, and now it's hard to extend into this second period.
Yeah, their legs are getting a little bit heavy.
We don't get to see these other districts play and stuff, and I'm not sure the strength of that Atlanta, district. They come out there with Atlanta and Jefferson, and who else is over there?
Give me line.
Golly, I had it down the other day. But, when you play a district like this and you got to come out, we're the 4th team coming out playing Atlanta, who's number 1 and stuff, And Atlanta did this to us in volleyball, kind of took Mineola for granted. We came out at number 4 in our volleyball district as well and kind of took us for granted. Mineola almost put a whooping on them in volleyball, but here basketball, it's going to be a whole different game, I believe. And I know Atlanta's going to be good, but I'm not sure they're prepared for this Lady Jacket team.
Yeah, Mineola she traveled there. If Mineola just takes care of the basketball, that's going to be going to be the contributing factor to a win or a loss, and you're going to know early.
Yeah, that's true. And I guess that's true, too. You know, the Mineola team that we've seen the last few weeks and stuff, you know, if that's a team that comes out and plays, and again, we don't know anything about it, Atlanta. They could have a 6'10" girl like their boys team did when the boys played them.
We hadn't quite seen this crowd really light up yet.
No, hadn't had a chance to, really. I mean, the Chapel Hills hit a couple threes, and, you know, the crowd got excited, but then Mineola crawled right back in it, you know, and stayed close in this game. So I think you kind of you have some nervous tension going on here.
Right.
You know, and again, if you've ever been to a Chapel Hill game, the Chapel Hill fans don't just sit on their side. I mean, they're packing our side as well. So this place is just filled with Chapel Hill fans on home and visitor side. So, yeah, when this place gets loud, it gets real loud.
Good shot there from the elbow. And that's a senior there. I think they've got 3 seniors out on the floor. Oh, take care of it, Ava. Got to pass it in. Ava was wide open down there. Ooh, almost. I'm going to tell you what, Ava Johnson's going to play some big minutes here in this game. It's going to be a little senior on senior there with her at 23, and that's an exciting. As soon as Ava comes in,
a push in the back.
Push in the back.
Yeah.
Wow.
And then we're going to call that.
It's going to send them down there for a bonus, I believe, 1-1.
Oh, they added a foul because I only have them with
Okay,
fouls.
no, I'm lying. That was, I was looking at the wrong side. Now, if anybody gets another foul, it's going to be 1-1.
Now both teams, be 1-1 next foul. Boy, Chapel Hill boys and girls both have a great shooting team, you know, and if they get on fire behind the line,
especially
it's gonna be a tough game.
Yeah, especially at home. They're used to the what's behind the backboard and everything around them.
So double dribble call there. Turn the ball over to the Chapel Hill Lady Devils.
That's her shot right there. I can remember her from in the Mineola game. She ate up that free throw line.
You know, they were talking about during the senior night honor, whatever you call that, senior night for the Chapel Hill girls. They were talking about how all these girls have played together since little dribblers, you know, and man, that means a whole lot to this team. You know, they've been playing together since they were, 6 to 7 years old and stuff. And so these girls know how each other play and shoot. Some of them won a state championship together. I mean, this team's been together for quite a while.
Yeah, it makes a big difference. Oh, cannot make these long passes.
Ooh. Trying to draw the charge there. Just didn't quite get her feet there set in time.
Chapel Hill's fixing to roll in 4 girls. And whenever they substitute, it's 3 and 4 at a time.
Yeah. It took me a while to find it, but I finally found it. So they were 2019 state champs, undefeated 37-0. Didn't lose a single game all season long. I forgot about that. I remember that run they were on.
Wow.
We had a tough time in that state final. We had 37-0 undefeated state champs, 2019. So just 3 years ago.
3 years. And I think Mount Vernon was the 2018 state champs. Both the girls won it and the boys ended up at a semifinalist. Get rid of it. There you go. These freshmen got to realize once they get that ball right there on that high post, like that zone is going to collapse around you. So you got to be careful once you go to try to dribble. Ooh. She might have had a little happy feet there. Ooh. Miley down there strong going up with that shot. Chapel Hill's got all their substitutes. It looks like a lot of young girls in here. Just getting some mop-up minutes here in the first half.
Miley perfect so far from that free throw line, and that's big for this game.
Yeah, that's big for her, you know, just building some confidence there. Oh. You give Paris about 2 more inches. There she goes. And then throws it away. Oh. Two seconds, 1 second. Got it off. Oh. Look at this. Nice little kiss off the glass. Talk about time management there.
Oh, man, no kidding. Yeah, just that Paris could have come down and just held onto that ball, you know, and just ran that clock out. They go in there with a last-second shot there.
They've got their entire little dribbler program coming out here to do something. So we're going to let y'all enjoy this, and hopefully we don't get copyrighted.
Nah, well, yeah, we'll leave it on as long as we can. But, yeah, if music starts playing, we'll mute the audio until the second half. So we got Mineola visiting Chapel Hill Lady Devils in Mount Pleasant. Is this Mount Pleasant? Is what you call this? Mount Pleasant, Texas? They call it Chapel Hill Mount Pleasant.
Yeah, it is similar to Tyler Chapel Hill.
Yeah.
Just, 5-10 minutes down the road, if that.
Yeah, I know it's a long way over, hour and like 15 minutes for me to get here today. But we're here in Mount Pleasant, 33 Chapel Hill, 17 Mineola. So this is Chad Parrish with Creative Edge Media and Doug Kaufman. We'll be back with you for the second half. We're live.
And welcome back here to the second half. These Lady Jackets went in and tried to regather and
golly, she took it from her.
Yep, turned it over right off the bat.
Well, in a good way to start the second half. So, you know, in the locker room, old coach fired up the old Chapel Hill girls.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, because they didn't, I mean, they really didn't play too well.
I agree. I feel like they didn't play well at all either.
That number 13 does a great job of anticipating that pass. I know Alan Wilson over there is just fuming.
That come out so flat.
Yeah, you don't want to come out of the.
Yeah, third quarter is probably maybe the most important quarter you play.
A great backside pass, but I believe that was Miley Fisher with that block. Uh-oh. Wide open. Two-pointer.
Two, yeah. Foot on the line.
Yeah, the girls are bad about that. They get a little bit more, you know, the guys just kind of a squat jump. The girls kind of step into that shot, and it catches them more times than not. Oh, little long. I think Capri anticipates that block happening and just kind of get a little extra force.
Ooh, almost a steal.
I want you to watch these post players for Chapel Hill work. Oh, that's a travel, I think. You can't toss it up and go catch it on the other side, can you? Oh.
You never pass the ball to yourself, Doug?
Off the backboard and I tomahawk it.
Yeah. The ball out of bounds to Mineola here. Mineola coming out a little flat here in the second half. Chapel Hill coming out with an opening steal. Was a little 2-3 defense here. You got a better view than I do.
Yeah, that's exactly screen. What it is. And man, they do a ooh. I thought that was going to fall into the right hands.
Yeah, I thought Miley was going to be able to catch that in this easy layup.
Yeah, but you had 23 lurking. I don't know how easy that was.
Mineola had quite a few turnovers with this, forced quite a few turnovers with this full pressure defense, but here just starting some fouling.
Well, I'm going to tell you something. Chapel Hill's press break right there looked amazing.
Yeah, it looked like we weren't even there. But during the first half, you know, we forced quite a few turnovers with that, but probably one of the centers of focus in the locker room during halftime.
Yeah, that coach, he's got somebody taking notes on what our press coverage is, and he found a way, hey, this is how we're going to break it, and they executed it right there perfectly. A lot of jump balls happening here early on in the second half.
We were talking about it in the first half, but just want to remind everybody, this coming Monday is Valentine's Day. It'll also be Lady Jacket playoff basketball time, so we'll be going to Hallsville for that game. So if you're free Monday evening, want to take your date out to a basketball game, then you'll be playing the Atlanta Rabbits, Lady Rabbits, in Hallsville Monday night.
Ooh, watch out. Macy's out here hacking.
she was going to make her pay for that one.
I said that's her for sure third, maybe fourth. Mineola's kind of backing off of the full court press.
Like I said, it made it look so easy breaking it that they just concentrate on defense here.
Oh. Mineola, it looks like they're set up in a 2-1-2. It could be a 2-3. Sometimes a 2-3 is disguised as a 2-1-2, but
yeah, it's not putting many hands in the face of that three-point shot.
Yeah, exactly.
There we go. This look good. Look inside. Oh.
And here comes Chapel Hill with 3 girls.
Like I said, they got quite a few subs that they can bring in off that bench, and you don't really see a lull in play, as those subs come in either. So a lot more fresh team than Mineola is right now.
Wilson's got to get Ava settled down somehow offensively just to get her comfortable with the ball in her hand. The way she plays defense, you got to get her on the floor because she's an outstanding defender.
Yeah, in your face defense, but but can't be a complete liability on offense. You got to, be able to move the ball up the court, especially when they're pressuring full court as they are.
Right.
Boy, especially for a non-football school, this is probably the most cheerleaders I've ever seen a school put on the court.
I was thinking that earlier.
That's right, 21, 2, 3.
Yeah, they've got them.
There's 21 cheerleaders down there.
And it's senior night, this is equivalent to senior night in the fall, for something like Mineola. It is
true.
And they're steadily coming in. I think everybody's getting ready for this second game here. Big time district implications on the line. Oh, you almost think if Kyra would have stuck her arms out, she'd have had that ball.
They say Mineola. Well, we come out with the rebound here.
Yeah,
the rebounding is going to be so important here in this second half. Oh, I guess taking care of the ball is most important.
Right.
Yeah, to get back in this game, we're going to have to do one or the other.
Yeah, they better start doing it now.
Played an outstanding first half. Saw the second half starting to kind of get away from us. As you mentioned, Doug, just kind of seemed like our legs were falling out from underneath us. And there we go, Ava. Good shot.
Just as we criticize her, she makes it. She makes us eat our words there, Ava Johnson does. Oh, got to stay down.
Yeah, she's an easy rebound right up the middle.
Yeah, you could see her before that ball even.
There we go.
Before that ball even.
That's that same little push in the back. She kind of sneaks those hands low so the refs can't see it, and it kind of shoves you in the back on the rebound and a layup earlier is what we saw. Yeah,
that's that upperclassman, that senior coming out
there. You go.
Perfectly placed. And here we go. You see 23 just being so dominant, and here we come. Aaliyah Freeman steps in, and she's taller and bigger. So let's see if she can kind of stalemate that Lady Red Devil.
Yeah, we're still just unable to get second chance points on that offensive boards, and it's just so big for a team that's able to do that. Is able to give their team second chances.
And here comes 3 Lady Devils. You got to be aggressive. You got to do some kind of penetrating to hold them to that zone.
Like you say, they feel like they got to force something down low, and that's not good either. But you got to get more movement to get yourself open, and like say, the person with the ball needs a little more ball movement inside to force it into those weak spots of that zone.
Yeah, you gotta make yourself a threat, or they're just gonna stay out there and bounce around the outside. (43-19), Chapel Hill leads.
Oh. We've seen it a lot tonight. Just some missteps and double dribbles. Just seems like we're a little anxious out there on the court this evening.
Yeah, I think they kind of feel it getting away and just really trying to push stuff without stuff open.
You know, Chapel Hill's come out here in this third quarter with 4 threes already, you know, just kind of living at that three-point line, and it's working out for them so far.
So you got it right here. Once you get it, you got to somehow either dribble around her, take it to her, or something. You got to force an issue. Capri from 3. Ooh.
Harris with the rebound there. Ooh, there we go. You know, eventually, I think they would learn to keep their feet on the floor, but man, just forcing that ball inside and just, you know, like I say, that wasn't necessarily a good shot. She wasn't even squared to the basket, but just the fact that she put it up and forces a foul gives herself a chance here at the free throw line.
She did not use her legs, knees, anything. She just literally elbow and wrist. Left it short and looked at Coach Wilson, and Coach Wilson's first thing is you got to use your legs. You got to come up. Got happy. You know, it's something you're looking at. Macy's not in there, and they're used to really relying on her to facilitate.
Yeah, to kind of get that offense started and get things moving.
Oh, she just rolled her ankle.
Boy, that does hurt, man. I remember that back in the day.
I don't know why she's walking a long way around everything.
Just don't want to stall the rest of the game. Well, it's a tiny gym. It's kind of hard to film inside here. Keep everybody in the frame.
I was thinking about asking that earlier. I don't know what gym that we were at, but you couldn't get this far corner.
From Mount Vernon.
Oh, yeah,
the same way. Mount Vernon and Chapel Hill have very similar gyms. Just a tiny visitor side.
Yeah, you're looking at 5, 6 steps here. That's it. Backside. Got to look backside first, not second. They're just a little bit late on that backside pass. It was wide open, and Miley called for it. You could even hear her clap, but.
Man, look at all those second chance opportunities there. If Mineola has more people in the paint there, but it's not a single one of us putting a body on anybody to block them out.
That's it. Standing around the rim, watching it bounce around, and that will bite you in the butt every time.
And that's the end of the fourth quarter. You know, it's kind of end of the third quarter. So a little disappointing effort from the Lady Jackets, but I think it kind of goes to end the second quarter. You know, just looked a little tired in that third quarter.
Yeah, it's and you know, Coach Wilson goes in, thinks he's got a pretty good plan because, you know, honestly, they played a great first half.
Yeah, oh, definitely, yeah. No, an awesome first quarter. And, you know, he got outscored 12-2 in that third quarter right there.
Oh, man.
The first quarter was 14-11, then 19-2 in the second, you know, and then we fall apart here in the third as well. So had a great first quarter. And then, like I say, it just seems like, well, Chapel Hill's subbing 3 girls in every 2 minutes, you know, and they just have fresh legs, and it's just a tough team to play against.
Yeah, and
you know, when Chapel Hill came to Mineola, though, it was about like this in the fourth quarter, and we brought that thing back within 6.
Yep.
And so Mineola's not going to give up. You know, that's one thing about these Lady Jackets. You just love to see a full 4 quarters of it.
Yeah, and he's got 2 defensive specialists out here, Carmen Carrasco and Ava. So
you're getting new faces here.
Yeah, and fresh legs with Carmen in there.
Yeah, yeah. Here we go, good rebound.
And immediately coming out of that fourth quarter, if you'd have noticed right there, as soon as that shot went up, people looked around and went to find bodies. So you know Coach Wilson's sitting there telling them, hey, we got to block out.
Saying the same thing, yeah.
There we go. Take it to them.
So Kyra to the line here for the Lady Jackets. Misses the front end of 2. Makes the second there. That's big. I mean, free throws here in this last quarter are going to be huge.
Yeah, clock stop, but you got to get back. There's nobody. There we go. Jayla finally saw that runner. Chapel Hill had somebody right down. Chapel Hill had a lady right here about at the rim, and there wasn't a Lady Jacket beyond half court. Uh-oh.
Jayla with the rebound.
Got to watch for the Wolf here. And we've talked about that. Once you get it up, once you get it up top, you've got to make yourself a threat. And we saw it there twice, and Macy just kind of got caught up with dragging her foot there.
Like I say, you're able to see this game a little better than I can, Doug. Is that what there it was again? Is this just an oversensitivity of these refs, or people really just traveling that much? I don't feel like I've seen that many travel calls in one game before.
Well, they kind of let the girls slide a little bit with it. But I'm going to tell you something. Whenever we showed up, I was looking at these refs and judging a book by its cover and just knowing where we was and expecting the worst. And they've actually done a really good job.
A great game so far, yeah.
Good pass. Ava, once she gets it that low, has to get it and go up.
Offensive effort, yeah. Yeah, you work so hard to get that ball down low like that, understanding that that's the intent of the offense and having to attack the basket there.
Shoot that.
We were taking Mineola junior high basketball picture day, boys and girls. And talking to those girls this morning while we were taking their pictures, about their season and how they're doing so far and that kind of stuff. Just fun to catch up with these students at Mineola. And anyway, we were talking about, how tall they were and how tall and athletic they were and stuff. And you're watching these games, and especially, Chapel Hill has a very talented post player. Winsboro has an outstanding post player. These girls from Mineola, having them work all off season long on those post moves and improving their position, and will make a huge difference in this Lady Jacket team, come next season.
Yeah, I think that, and also, not many high school basketball programs watch film and really study and understand, but you get these young girls here and get them just some game film of this. Even just shoot them the YouTube links, and they can, not saying that we know what we're talking about by no means, but just kind of listening. We see some random stuff, but just watch and understand, because I think a lot of this, there's some basketball players, but we lack some IQ just a little bit, and it's mostly on the defensive side on really guarding and understanding where they're trying to go with the ball and where you want them not to go with it. And just build that IQ up, get to work, I think you've kind of hit it on the head. And there's a positive vibe starting to ring here.
Yeah, for sure. No, definitely. In the same way, just, simpler approach to that is, sitting at home, just practicing blocking out. You're playing your friends in the driveway. Mom and dad are out practicing with you. Practicing that blocking out, putting a body on somebody as soon as the ball goes up. These girls in that junior high coming into this high school level will be able to make an impact quick just in that simple effort there. But being able to get the ball down low and make a offensive move towards the basket, would be huge at this level for these Lady Jackets. With Kyra and Jayla coming up like they have, having those talented point guard position. Macy returning, Molly returning. You have, quite a few people returning at these guard positions. And if you can add a post or two, man, that would be huge for Mineola.
Yeah, I'm going to tell you another thing you could do without, even if you don't have anybody to block out at home, get you a trash can, fill it up with water or halfway. That'll teach you to get low and get into the body. And, man, if you get low on some of these girls and just really block out, you're going to be successful about 98% of the time.
We're obviously, doing this live stream for Mineola, and so, but the other teams are the same way. Any of these teams would improve tremendously, just giving their team those second efforts by blocking out, getting those rebounds, and giving your chance a second opportunity to score.
Coleman got kind of caught. I need to pay attention to her. She gets it the past few times. Whenever she gets it, it's almost like the ball comes right about the thigh level. Like, another thing at this level, you've got to get it up and get those elbows out and really just have some hand strength, squeeze it, and on a mission. Because once you bring it low, there's going to be about 4 or 5 hands in there
to get the ball from it. Yeah, especially, again, we're in a tough district. Chapel Hill and Winsboro and Mount Vernon, they play such aggressive defense, and they are definitely in your face as soon as you touch the ball. And that's really what we've seen so far. Probably the biggest learning curve for these freshmen coming up from junior high basketball last year is trying to get used to this game speed. And, outside Winona, there's not really a team that you can just relax on in our district. And just having that defensive pressure is huge. So, practicing all that here in the off season will be big for these upcoming junior high girls as they head into this district play next year.
For sure. Had to start putting you on the athletic scouting staff.
Yeah, do we have one of those? Maybe we can start one of those.
I'll tell you what we need to start. We need to start a round table discussion, have some people that know what's going on, and just invite them, come talk. Get some coaches on there.
Yeah, no, definitely.
If anybody's willing to sponsor that, y'all reach out.
Ooh, get that ball in.
Yeah, they would think they were about 4.5.
I'm telling you, tonight we were just over anxious. As soon as we get that ball, we're wanting to make a move, but we forget you got to dribble first.
Yeah.
I think that's like our 5th or 6th travel, and again, that's a lot for a game. You're not used to seeing that many.
Yeah, I would say that's the 5th or 6th just in the second half. There we go. Good job by Capri. Now we just got to take care of it. Ooh. Coleman's trying to make something happen and throws it away.
Easier said than done when you have 3 Red Devils in your face.
Right?
Chapel Hill's aggressive. I don't feel as though they're as rough as Mount Vernon. I felt like Mount Vernon kind of got away with a little too much at Mount Vernon. But, here Chapel Hill's just playing good, aggressive, in-your-face defense. Yeah, that's causing a lot of these turnovers. There we go. Great look there for Mineola.
Nice look and layup there.
There we go.
Make it. Get it up. Get it up. Ooh.
So Chapel Hill again, 1 foul away from the bonus here. 4 minutes left to play in the 4th quarter.
Oh, she traveled there. She traveled before the foul.
You wonder too, I was reading some articles over the weekend. I read a lot, and a lot of that, has to do with, you're talking about game IQ. A lot of that has to do with, just game experience. A lot of times it's tough to learn it, but, in the game, you just kind of naturally come by it. You wonder, too, how many people in our Mineola area play, AAU ball. You hear about that a lot in big cities, and that's this article I was reading about how important AAU ball is to a high school program and stuff, and so in the same right, I would say that, if you're in the junior high level, even little dribblers at level, and you're looking to expand your game, maybe looking for, some AAU team to join on with, or, a club team in the summertime. I know TJ, I've seen a lot of TJ's posts. He plays a lot of that summer ball. I think Zay does too and stuff, and so, man, that's a good way in the summer to, instead of sitting around playing video games all summer long, wasting your time away, get involved in one of these programs that will help improve your team in the next season around.
I've been trying to talk with, you're talking about there, I kind of ran by Casey. We need to do a little 7-on-7. You know, they've got these big time. I'm talking about like elite tournaments go on just in any big city, but they put together, it's pretty much AAU. And you put together some of the top kids in this area and go play other top kids.
Yeah,
and you're going to get exposure. You're going to get experience.
Sure. Yeah.
So
no, definitely.
any of that extra work is big time, especially at this level.
You know, really, my wife, she's from Cleburne, down south of Fort Worth, but she played basketball and volleyball in college at Harding University, and, you know, had the opportunity for a full ride to play there, you know, so awesome opportunity. But, you know, a lot of that came through AAU ball and stuff, you know, and so, you know, they were in a Las Vegas tournament, actually. That's where they kind of got found out, Harding and stuff. So, you know, those provide opportunities for you as you get further down the line, too.
Yeah, and a lot of what they pay attention to is attitude, effort, and just hustle. You know, I mean, it helps when you've got the body for that sport too.
Yeah, you're exactly right. You know, again, reading an article the other day talking about what do scouts look for when, you know, you see these scouts come to these games and stuff, you know. I mean, obviously, they're there for a reason. They've already seen you play, right. You know, and I've heard, or again, this article was saying that those scouts are there. They want to see not necessarily that you can play. They already know you can play. That's the reason they're there. They want to see what your attitude is when you get a foul. You know, what sort of attitude do you have and stuff. You know, when your team's down, you know, are you there to pick your team back up? You know, when you're put on the bench, you know, how do you react to coach? Like you say, it's a whole lot about attitude that these guys are looking for as well.
Yeah, leadership qualities too.
Yeah, that's a good look inside.
I was just fixing to
and like you say, it frees you up outside. Woo. I think we're just maybe the coach gave him some monster energy. I think we're a little amped up tonight. Dribbling, running without dribbling, shooting the ball. That's 3 feet long.
It may be the red. I'm going to blame it on the red
there
in the gym. And Kyra was wide open on his backside, and for whatever reason, went in to the ball side post. And I'm like, if you'll stay there, you got a wide open three with a backside screen set up. Just under 3 minutes here remaining. Oh.
So Paris, yeah, forcing the defensive pressure there, forcing her back to that back court line and puts her foot over the back court and forces a turnover there.
Yeah, that was just wrong spot at the wrong time because she regained possession right before she stepped over and then stepped over. So lucky break for Mineola, but you got to convert. Macy does a great job of dishing it down to Miley on the backside for an easy 2 points.
Oh, yep. There we go.
If you're going to make it easy on them, might as well make it easy, right? I thought she had double dribbled right before that. Then she made sure she did. You can't
force it
in.
Yeah,
she had two girls on her. Good job, good hustle from Paris. Regaining possession.
There we go.
And here comes Ava Johnson. Oh, that's going to be a charge. Well, that number 12 does it all the time. She's a pretty physical player.
If she didn't slow down, stop.
Gave her the
just took it straight on.
And she is a senior, as you hear the crowd light up as she comes off.
Was that her fifth foul?
No, that was just her fourth. But
okay.
Backside's open. You gotta get Ava to understand if you get it, you gotta at least look to that backside. And maybe even good a player, she could hack it between her legs right to Carmen.
Oh, there was
Kyra did a great job of attracting the defense to her and getting them off their feet and then dropping it down low. But we just got to, they collapsed on her quick and forced an errant shot, but
Mineola being in the bonus here. Y'all give Capri 1-and-1 free throws.
Good job there. Ooh. I thought Paris was going to come away with that. Look at this.
She still might after all. Yeah, if there's a Heart and Hustle award, I vote Paris Sprigner. Hands down.
Yeah, you give me 5 of her.
Oh, man. Yeah.
Ooh. Yep. Carmen Carrasco, she had the perfect read on it. Just took the wrong angle, but we talk about IQ, and it clicked for her just for a second, but that lady Chapel Hill offensive player just stepped right in the way. And now they're here with their 1-and-1 opportunity, but Paris comes down with the rebound. Just under a minute and a half remaining.
See, that's that roundtable show we need, where we need to get coaches to give us some stats to discuss around, because I would bet you Paris Sprigner might lead the team, maybe even some places in the district with some rebound. She comes down with that ball more often than not.
She is, and we've referred to her before, but she is great in her own right, but she reminds me so much of Josiah Riley.
Yeah, just lots of heart and hustle,
yeah,
always with a smile on her face.
Exactly, and you told me that at the beginning of the season, like, hey, this girl here, this is who she reminds me of, and I said, all right, and I'll be dadgum. Ava just does, I hate to laugh, but she just does not look comfortable with that ball in her hands. Whenever I see her, I'm going to have to give her a hard time. My boys adore that girl. Shoot it, get it up.
Yeah, Ava's probably main sport, I guess you'd call it, is coming up, here with golf season.
Right.
Ava making it to the state golf, what do you call it, championship in Austin last year, and looking to repeat that again her senior year. So, I told Ava I've been working on it all season long. You may have to help me, Doug, especially if it's a local deal. But I think I figured out a way to live stream a golf tournament.
I'm down.
Then we get to sit and whisper.
Yeah.
We never got to do a golf whisper as we broadcast, but yeah, we can do a golf whisper.
Hey,
I think I figured it out, and I think it's gonna be a mobile unit hooked to a golf cart. That's my plan anyway. And
as long as we're in the golf cart.
Yeah, as long as they'll give us a golf cart and we can ride it around, I think I got it figured out. But I told Ava, because I missed it last year, but it's a lot to figure out trying to get your electronics to move. Oh, great look and score there by Paris.
Yeah, I'm down, man.
Yeah, so we're definitely gonna try to live stream a golf tournament this year.
Go down there and start passing out some cards.
Yeah. All right, so that brings us to the end of this game. Mineola Lady Jackets here against the Chapel Hill Red Devils. 51-33 is the final. Again, doesn't change any of the district standing. Mineola remains 4th place in the district. So this is the last district game for these Lady Jackets. So they'll be heading to the playoffs next week, Monday night at Hallsville, Texas, against the Atlanta Lady Rabbits. So again, if you're free and want to make that drive out to Hallsville, we'll also be going and live streaming that game for you. So it'll be live here on the Mineola ISD Facebook page and YouTube. So you can join us there come Monday night. We'll go ahead and get started and get set up here for this boys game. Mineola Yellow Jackets taking on the Chapel Hill Red Devils. This game has district implications. Mineola sitting atop first place all by themselves currently, but Chapel Hill hot on their heels after a loss last week to Quitman Bulldogs, find themselves sitting in second place, but sure want to dash the hopes of these Yellow Jackets. So this is going to be a great game coming up here. Difficult place to play here in Chapel Hill. They got a packed house ready to give us all they've got. So we're going to go ahead as they start the music here to mute our audio, and we'll join you in just a little bit to the start of this game. baskets. Again, look at that there from Creative Edge Media and Creative Doug Cochran to bring you this game between the Mineola Yellow Jackets and the Chapel Hill Red Devils. And we're here in Mount Pleasant, Chapel Hill. Mineola having taken the first of the two of the matchup here, the dual matchup here between Mineola and Chapel Hill. But this is a big game here, Doug, and we're here in Chapel Hill's home gym, so I think it's going to be an interesting game this evening.
Yeah, we're getting filled in around. I'm getting squeezed over here, Chad.
We're surrounded by nothing but Chapel Hill people. They've filled their side and then began to fill ours as well, so we have nothing but Chapel Hill all around us.
You gotta watch number 15. That dude shot lights out in Mineola. He's a sophomore there. Hunter Vandover is actually guarding him tonight.
Yeah, talking to one of the fans here in the stands before that game, he had 36 one night, they said, on this crazy shooting night against one of the teams in preseason. He had 36 in one game, so definitely one of the stars of this Chapel Hill team.
TJ answered him right back, so both of the pure scorers here for these teams come out and put 2 points on the board quick.
But starting out this game, remember last game Coach called a whole different defensive scheme to be able to play against the Chapel Hill team. Are we doing the same thing here this evening? Or
no, it looked to me like they're coming out manned up. TJ with a deep three-pointer off to the left, but no, they're coming out with their typical man defense, at least to start out. And this is, Mineola's, all they got to do is wrap up, fourth consecutive district championship. All they got to do tonight is win.
Yeah, so win here tonight seals up the district championship for Mineola. Last year, they had to share that district championship with Chapel Hill. This year, it'll be a sole district championship for Mineola, and like I said, the fourth in a row for the Mineola Yellow Jackets.
Yeah. And something we were talking about with that fan, if Mineola loses here and some other things play out in the district, it could be a two-way tie. And last year they flipped for it. They were trying to, this Chapel Hill team was trying to really stay away. Actually, I don't even think they flipped for it. Chapel Hill was trying to stay away from Atlanta, so they went ahead and chose to take another route and ended up getting beat anyways. And Xavier Liscombe gets called for the foul here. But this year it may be different. They're dang sure going to play if that opportunity arises, because what you're looking at second round possibly is Tatum, and neither one of these teams are wanting to face that early. I was looking at these banners here. You figured, all their money goes into this basketball program, I would think, a lot of it. You would figure they might call Creative Edge Media for some banners, man. These are kind of basic over here.
Yeah, they really are kind of some basic banners hanging on the wall. Shoot, being this far, they don't even know we exist, Doug.
Right?
Yeah, we need to print some banners that big for the Mineola gym. Shoot, those things are 6 feet tall.
Yeah. Vandover was on fire early, and he drains that three-pointer there. Yeah, pregame I was watching Vandover shoot, and he was making them.
In that last game against Harmony, had a great game against Harmony as well, shooting well behind the three-point line. And that's what we've said all season long. If Mineola is able to play with all of their strengths, at their fullness, that's a tough team to be able to beat here, Mineola is. And again, talking to the fan in the stands here before the game, he called us a good jumping team. That's what we are to him. But really, we got a great ball handle here in Zay as a freshman. We have a great shooting team as well. So more than just a team that'll jump out of the gym for you, but a team that also can play sound defense and just a good all-around team here in Mineola.
Yeah, it is. They've got really a basketball team. No good call for that early foul. I think the only thing Mineola is lacking is a dude about 6'6", 6'7".
Yeah. Yeah, we don't have a true post, I guess you could say. But we do in you call him Ralph, but
Yeah.
and Steven.
Yeah, Steven.
But he's just kind of learning the trade as he goes, you know, and we've seen a lot of growth as the season's gone along.
Yeah, something tell of a Tape Hill early on. If they're going to stick Dawson Pendergrass on 15, can't remember that guy's name, maybe Braden Buchanan. If they do that, I see him making a little dribble move and drive, trying to force Dawson to get in some early foul trouble.
Foul trouble, yeah.
Speaking of Steven and Hunter. Oh, he traveled, yep. Steven and Hunter checked out as Connor Gibson and Braden Alley come in. You know, Zay, as pure of a ball handler as he is, he just randomly has these hiccups where it's like, come on, you know, you can take care of that. As Connor Gibson is money from
he
from
is,
the
yeah.
top.
You know, and that's something they don't.
Oh, there we go.
There we go, right to him.
And foul.
And foul. I better say, that's definitely great play there by Mineola.
That's a senior, too, for this Chapel Hill team. He literally threw it right to Zay. We got to be careful. That's Mason Poe, and his family is just below us and just to the left.
The 21 cheerleaders for Chapel Hill are letting Zay know it. Zay silenced them pretty quickly, though.
Yeah. If y'all hear them in abundance at the house, Creative Edge set up Chad set up. Oh,
big three there by Chapel Hill.
But yeah, Chad set up the mic right behind them
yeah.
for a better fan experience. Ooh, Connor busted open down low. But number 3 getting a little bit physical on Zay. That dude plays some great defense, and he's going to be in your face. It's going to be good for Zay to see and deal with here in district, because I guarantee you he's going to get some pressure up in these playoffs.
Well, that's a play you saw us run so many times last year that you just don't see us do much. That, you know, again, not necessarily looking for an alley-oop every time, but just, you know, that high toss to Dawson Pendergrass, who really can come down with just about anything. We don't see us do that much anymore. There you go. There we go.
Braden Alley, he's playing with a little tight back this evening.
Oh, is he?
Yeah. It was a game-time decision for that gentleman this evening. Good to see him out there. He's big time.
And yeah, the last couple of games, he's really come on strong for Mineola. I mean, that was more than an NBA three right there by.
Yeah. Ooh. He was way out there. That was.
Mineola quickly gives it back over. Traveling was the call against Braden Alley. But yeah, that Red Devil, was that number 3? I'm not sure who that was.
12 shot that, yeah.
But yeah, he was almost to half court. He was at the 10-foot line for volleyball.
Volleyball, yeah.
I think each one of these guys knows how big of a game this is, you know. Each one kind of wants to be the hero, and, you know, a big, long three like that really can get a crowd going, and I think he's wanting to kind of show out for his team here. But that is a very low percentage shot.
Step up on him. He will shoot it. Uh-oh. Braden Alley seems to always come down as Ryan Stedman's going to get a timeout here, but Alley always seems to come down with that backside rebound. He does a good job of sliding in there and sealing it off.
You know, that's some of that, too, just being able to read that ball. You know, shot goes up, able to see where that ball is going, and, yeah, jump out there for that rebound.
Yeah, Mineola leading here by 5 early on. 2 minutes and 22 seconds remaining in the first quarter. Again, district 4-time district championship on the line here in Chapel Hill, up around the Mount Pleasant area.
Mount Pleasant, Chapel Hill, we lost last year when we came to this gym. It's just a difficult place to play. So to be able to clinch a district championship here would be big for these Yellow Jackets.
Yeah, it's quiet right now, but I see about third quarter it ramping up.
Well, when I pulled in, I don't know, you got here a little bit after me. I was on the very last row that this parking lot had to offer, and that was during the JV boys game. I can imagine where people are parking right now to get into this game, and people are still continuing to file in for this game.
Vandover. Oh, Steven went up high there for that rebound in the middle.
And that was a great post move there by. So Steven heard us on the broadcast and said, man, hold on a bit.
Yeah.
I am a talented post after all.
Hold the phone, huh?
That was a big rebound and a big putback. If Stephen Aguirre can play like that through the playoffs, man, changes this Mineola team completely. Great defense, hands up, no fouls.
Don't be too much. Great drive, drew some contact there, but was still able to finish that.
Well, boys move the ball down the court much faster than girls in this little tight gym. Sorry if you're getting seasick at home as this camera swings back and forth.
Mineola will start.
Chapel Hill won't go away, though. They're not going to give you this game.
I was about to say, every time Mineola starts to inch away, Chapel Hill nails a three-pointer to bring it back. A two-possession game here.
Chapel Hill, again, talking to that fan earlier in the stands, still a little salty from that lost equipment the other day, kind of put themselves in this position to have to win to even be in the district standings or first place district standings anymore.
Ooh, he almost had the English on that ball and made that. Wow, talk about acrobatic. Watch this drive to the left. 37 seconds left here, so I kind of foresee Chapel Hill possibly.
Hold for the last shot. We better watch that back foot on that back line.
Yeah, I know it looked close. Stay down.
Great
stay
defense
down.
there for Mineola.
Chapel Hill just can't get nothing going.
Oh, got that rebound back. Long rebound off the rim, went straight back to him. Mineola just great defensive effort there to end that quarter. All in Chapel Hill's phase. They had 37 seconds to score right there and two opportunities and able to do so. I mean, that's a big defensive momentum shift for Mineola.
Yeah, that was huge there for Mineola. Build a little confidence going into the second quarter also. Leading 17-11 in a massive matchup here late in the season.
And Coach really kind of hangs his hat on defense, and defense wins those championships. You've heard that said many times over. Defense wins championships, and that's what you've seen Mineola grow into here in the last few weeks. It's just that tough, tenacious defense in your face makes it difficult to score.
Yeah, that you said it right, man. Stedman prides himself on teaching a good hands moving, just chaotic style of controlled defense, if that makes sense. And, that whenever we get into this little dribbler deal, I went up to him and it's like, hey, what do you want us to do? And he's like, I want you to teach a man defense. And we came out with our little team and played some man defense. I mean, and that's really our base defense, but nobody plays it at that level. They're all a 2-3 because it's easier. And I mean, our kids get wore out, but, man, they play a heck of a man defense. And you teach that young and pass it off to this high school level, man, it's going to make it easier on this high school coach. They got Jamarcus Kennedy in here early on.
Yeah, he checked in at the quarter change.
Trying to give TJ Moreland a break, and he comes in and turns the ball over. And immediately Moreland is back up at the score table.
The ball knocked out of bounds. The ball will stay with Mineola. As you say, TJ Moreland quickly back in.
Ooh, double clutch there. That kind of.
Yeah, he's kind of falling down as he let that shot go.
Well,
left it a little short there. But Mineola still having 2 games left in district play. It looks like they'll be away against Winona on Friday and then home to host the Equipment Bulldogs to end the season. Travel call there against Chapel Hill. Give the ball back over to Mineola. Mineola nursing a 4-point lead here in the second quarter.
Yeah, they haven't scored in a while, I feel like. They need to get a bucket to drop, kind of warm up that net a little bit. Ooh, got away with a foul there as Dawson Pendergrass gets it.
There we go, and one.
Yep, that's a good call down there at low. Anytime, that's really a safety hazard down there. Anytime a post goes up for that and the guy tries to undercut him, it's a very dangerous play.
Go, big free throw there by Dawson Pendergrass.
I just don't like that matchup with Dawson Pendergrass. I mean, I get it. He's a heck of an athlete, but I wouldn't want him handling a ball. Golly. It was really great defense, and the shot was left short and created another shot for Chapel Hill, but
yeah, that rebound and easy putback.
Yeah.
Again, you got to put a body on those guys to prevent those easy shots like that.
yeah, I was talking about Dawson playing defense full court on a guard. You know, that's going to, one, wear him out, but possibly catch him reaching a few times. So watch out for that matchup and see how long it lasts. Oh, good back cut.
There we go, good look.
Wow.
There we go.
He broke the kid's ankles on a back cut and then goes and does a reverse layup off the glass.
Number 15 creates a bit of a matchup problem for us because, he's so big, but like you say, he's a good ball handler, great shooter, so they put Pendergrass on him, who also is, very athletic for as big as he is.
Look at this. Wow. The freshman with some hands on him.
Ooh. Take care of that ball. Ooh.
Better watch out, little guy.
Hey, seeing Aguirre with that aggression there. Hey, we've been asking for that all game long.
We've been asking for that for 2 years, right?
Yeah.
I haven't seen this Chapel Hill coach like really fired up at all yet.
I think he's kind of confused still.
Yeah, this man defense. Oh. Ooh. And that's a defensive tactic there on this Mineola Yellow Jacket team, dude. Whenever we played Chapel Hill in Mineola, 15 lit us up from outside. And so that might be Ryan Stedman's idea, put a little taller athletic defender on him and let's just take our chances.
Chapel Hill was probably expecting that same 2-3 defense here, and prepared for it all game long. And then to come out, with Dawson Pendergrass on there, number 15. And really, Mineola, only time Chapel Hill scored tonight is in these just free baskets that we give. Fast break points or rebounds and putbacks.
Moreland from deep.
Deep three. Trying to draw the foul there for a 4-point play.
Yeah, number 2 got up underneath his feet as he was trying to land. And Chapel Hill's point guard tried to step into it himself, but left it way short. Kind of leading this big, you kind of want TJ to just slow it down a little bit and get an offense rolling. Every time we've set up in that offense, we've really created a good percentage, high percentage shot there.
Another foul called there against Mineola. Was that one called against Pendergrass or Gibson?
I think it was Connor, yeah.
I think it was too.
Stedman's going to get a timeout here with 3:32 remaining.
You can see, just a couple of these players, Dawson especially needing a breather after having to chase number 15 around the court this whole time. So Chapel Hill will inbound the balls following that foul and then timeout by Mineola. So 3:32 left here in this second quarter. Mineola leading by, 8? So what are you telling your players in the timeout here, Doug?
Man, I'm saying, just kind of repeating what I just said, man. One, continue playing the defense you are playing. Don't reach in, keep your feet moving. But whenever you're down here on the offense, unless you've got a wide open shot on a fast break, or you've got a one-on-one like we're seeing TJ randomly have, but if you don't have those opportunities, back it out and let's get a half court.
Yeah.
The clock's you got to get out of here. You got to lead. Let's get this clock kind of ate down a little bit and get some high percentage shots.
Yeah, with an 8-point lead, you're not really in a hurry for anything. Allow that clock to be in your favor, especially with 3:32 left to play here in the first half. Allow that clock to be in your favor, and like I say, get some high percentage shots. Especially get some ball. With Stephen Aguirre playing like he is, Pendergrass, get some balls down inside for those easy baskets. Take advantage of this lull in Chapel Hill's three-point shooting. They've missed the last 4 3-pointers they've thrown up.
Yeah, and look again, you've got Steven out here on 15.
Yeah, that's not going to work.
That was a little ticky-tack there.
Yeah, it was. I think they recognized the same thing and said, Steven can't guard him. We'll just call a foul. Oh, Dawson was trying to get a little breather.
I mean, if I was coach and I've got that personnel group out there, I'd put Braden Alley on him. He's long. He's still athletic and fast.
Dawson with the steal.
TJ, he was trying to make sure he got that foul call.
Yeah. And then wasn't able to put that ball in. Boy, sometimes you forget just what a good athlete Pendergrass is. Those quick hands on that inbound play.
Yeah.
Able to just take that ball away from Chapel Hill.
That steal you're talking about from Pendergrass forced a fast break foul opportunity here for TJ Moreland. Makes the front end of his 2 free throw shots. Makes both of them.
Yeah, TJ, a very good free throw shooter. That ball doesn't touch anything but the bottom of the net as it goes through.
Yeah, he told me he had a few goals for himself, personal goals. And he told me at the beginning of the season his plan was to shoot, or his goal was to shoot 90% from the free throw line, and I think he's very close to it, if not beyond it. We gotta get that up at the rim.
Yeah, lead him better.
Ooh.
Oh.
Uh-oh.
So 2 quick turnovers there by Mineola, and then converted into points for Chapel Hill. Brings this game just a 6-point game. You can see how quick a game can change. I mean, 6 and 8 points is just 2 points, but 8 sounds a whole lot better than 6.
Yeah. Yeah, now you're looking at just a 2-possession game.
Especially this very talented shooting Red Devil team. We're watching them in warm-ups, and boy, every one of them, all the ones sitting on the bench too, they don't miss a 3-point shot. So it's kind of shocking to see them struggle so much from the 3-point line so far. It goes to show how important a hand in your face is. I mean, you got to open shots. These boys don't miss, but the hand in their face they struggled with here. Oh, little point guard showdown there. So the ball will stay with Chapel Hill. TJ Moreland knocking the ball out of bounds.
Yeah,
which honestly, how he did that without fouling him, you don't typically see that called a foul.
Yeah, that's a heck of really a hustle play there,
Yeah.
just to keep it going.
To prevent that layup. There we go, big block by Dawson Pendergrass. Steven's like, why you give me the ball?
No.
He goes, I take the ball down low on the other side.
There they go. There goes that Chapel Hill coach. He is in that ref's ear.
Oh, man.
And here we are at 4 points. That Chapel Hill coach is wearing that referee out, and he kind of stuck that whistle in his pocket for a second. This far referee ended up calling that foul.
There's a foul against Mineola by Chapel Hill, so 1:11 here to play. Mineola ball. Dawson Pendergrass inbounding for the Jackets.
Zay Lipscomb back in the game. Got to take care of it with this just being a 4-point. They're trying to get Vandover. You know what? TJ Moreland draws so much attention, and they try to get Vandover open, and the dude is lights out from 3 as well.
So another turnover by Mineola. Last 4 times down the court, Mineola's turned the ball over and allowed Chapel Hill back in this game.
Yeah, we're sitting here 35 seconds left. Mineola leading by 4, coming up on 20 seconds left here in the first half, and they're letting 33 just push Zay all over the floor. Connor Gibson, oh yeah, we're trying to milk that clock here. Connor Gibson usually shoots that and makes it.
Especially wide open at the top of the key. That's his shot. Oh!
So Mineola couldn't quite get something going. Chapel Hill was pushing and shoving and controlling this defensive side, but Mineola's going to stay with a 4-point lead. Did not look too well in the closing couple minutes there as Mount Pleasant Chapel Hill started marching back.
Yeah, Mineola started out outstanding in this game and was building almost up to a 10-point lead at one time. But yeah, kind of fell apart there at the end of that second quarter. So you know Coach Stedman's going to have an earful for his team at halftime, and that third period is a big transition point. I mean, huge. And I kind of think third quarter might be more important than any other quarter you play. They're coming out with intensity and take back over this game.
Well, we're going to let y'all enjoy halftime. Stay tuned. District championship really on the line here. Mineola up 4 as it stands. We'll see you back in about 9.5 minutes. And here we are back, beginning of the second half of play.
So Mineola starts the second half with the ball. Big move by Pendergrass. Oh, this time get blocked out, not able to put that third shot up.
That referee down there raised his hand to call a foul, just never blew the whistle and dropped it immediately. What? We watched it happen.
There's our guy that sat in the stands with the Chapel Hill fans all game, all halftime long.
Yeah,
so quick foul there against Mineola.
We literally just watched that happen.
So Buchanan's able to bang one home for Chapel Hill, make this a one-possession, 3-point game.
Mineola really has to come away with some points here, as we've been pretty unsuccessful the past few trips down the floor. Oh, got to take care of it. And you know this, there we go.
Oh, good looking side.
We just got to make it.
Golly.
Actually, we've had 4 shots right there around the rim.
So ugly shot off the side of the backboard there from Chapel Hill. Give the ball back to Mineola. Like I say, we need to score on this possession. Hadn't scored yet in this third. We got some good looks inside, another good look inside. But unable to score so far.
Yeah, Mineola's done a great job of running the offense. Hunter Vandover shooting one way short.
Looks like it got a little piece of that from Chapel Hill.
And it looks like they're just going to let 15 try to take it over and get Mineola in foul trouble here, as he's the only one that's been aggressive and going to the rim.
So Buchanan back to the line for Chapel Hill. 2 more free throws.
He's got a flat, just being a great shooter that he is, I feel. He's got a flat free throw shot, but it goes in.
So first,
well, they got a chance to tie it here.
That rebound, Dawson. There's A. All right, so Mineola got to score here on this possession. 3 possessions down the court with no points. Man, Mineola again.
TJ bounces that in. It looked like it didn't go in, but just barely went into that net.
And you're right. On my little screen, I thought he missed it. And then I saw the guy running out of bounds. I was like, well, I guess he made it.
Uh-oh. Dawson gets a hand on it. Zay. Yep. Zay comes down with it, but Chapel Hill player went in there and kind of wrapped him up. I keep getting inched out of the way over here.
Yeah, they're definitely feeling the stands up.
Starting to pinch us. Don't do that. TJ was just a little bit late. He saw it, but then by the time he reacted to it, it was just a little bit late. Yeah, he'll shoot that. Bring it to a 1-point game.
Like I say, it's been all Buchanan so far this game.
Yep.
Started this half. Buchanan with that big 3 right there.
I was about to say, man, they got away with it hardcore late in the second period, but this dude just straight stiff-armed him.
A quick foul there against Vandover. Mineola the ball out of bounds. Off of Chapel Hill, rolling out of bounds. Ball stays with Mineola.
Yeah, TJ's got to quit trying to force that ball in there. It's a good idea. You really want that to happen because that's really where Stedman's trying to get the ball fed to, but got to make sure it's an open and available pass before you just force it down there.
So another ball off Chapel Hill, stays with Mineola.
TJ, I mean, he's getting hit, and the reason he's falling is to keep from rolling the ankle, but that ref thinks that he's out there flopping, so he'll never call that.
Man, you can see a lot of banging inside.
Yeah, he's getting beat up, but Zay gets a finger on it, goes out of bounds to kind of reset. And here comes Buchanan. He goes left every time. That kid goes left every time. If Dawson will understand that, and I mean, really force him right, make him show that he feels comfortable driving to the right, and then let's see what happens from there.
Yeah, sometimes some great basketball players only have one side that they feel comfortable going to. When you shut down that side, shuts down that player a lot of times. You know, this Chapel Hill crowd, you can tell, wants to get in this game, and that's definitely not something Mineola wants, being heavily outnumbered here.
Zay will give it his best. Golly.
Can't get nothing to fall this second half. But Mineola pretty much kept the crowd out of the game in the first half, having dominated most of the first half, minus those last few minutes of the second quarter.
They're getting ticky-tack here in this third quarter out there. Little one-sided with the whistle.
Especially when you have so much contact under the basket on a shot. You know, those are ignored, and then, you know, out front on these dribbling fouls. So Chapel Hill with the first lead of the game.
Stedman's gonna, it looked like he was pointing to the out of bounds, but they're gonna call a foul on three, and he's really been doing it all game. I guess they're gonna start buckling down here in the second half. Connor, I feel like he's probably had one of the most travels called on the team, and I'm not quite sure. He goes to that spin move off of a dribble, and he just picks it up a little bit early.
And yeah, just moves that established pivot foot, and they call him for it every time. So off orange goes to white.
The crazy thing is Mineola doing an excellent job of giving this all basketball school a run for its money with a bunch of football players.
Yeah, Hunter Vandover may be the only non-football player on the court right now for Mineola.
Sure. Yeah, you've got a quarterback, a running back, a lineman, a receiver.
Yeah, Chapel Hill definitely wouldn't want to play football against this basketball lineup here for Mineola.
No. Ooh, good move. Take it strong.
There we go.
And one.
And a foul, yep.
You know, early on in the season, Braden Alley was getting called for a travel on that move, but he's kind of established that foot.
The same way, just like you said, not taking that step too quickly, but putting that ball down so that way they can't call that travel against him.
Ooh. That didn't look good out of the hand for whatever reason. He's normally pretty spot on from the free throw line. You got to step up and get a hand in his face there. Them guys really want to get to that elbow and elevate for that shot. Ooh, good cut. Good.
Oh, it just rims out.
Yeah, Steven got hacked hard on that going back up for the shot there.
And Steven, for a big guy, surprisingly good free throw shooting post. Oh, there's something wrong with that rim.
Yeah, I know.
Here in the second quarter, we can't make a thing.
It's starting to get loud in here too.
Yeah, I'm telling you, I was here last year. You don't want this gym to get in this game.
You don't want to keep it
this
close
crowd,
going to the fourth.
Yeah. And you want Mineola to stay in control as we did in the first half, because you didn't hear anything come from these fans in the first half. But yeah, if this stadium gets involved, it's going to get loud in here quick. Boy, we missed both free throws there. So we have not been good on our side of the court this entire half.
Number 3 kind of initiating some contact there, but getting a foul called.
But yeah, referees wanting TJ to move his feet and get out of the way, and so yeah, punishes him there with a penalty.
The funny thing is, this gentleman that was talking to this ref keeps looking at him and laughing. Oh, come on now. They're starting to bail him out. See him every time a whistle blows, he turns around and opens his eyes big. You hear the crowd shoot. What in the heck, man? They're starting to bail them out here into the third. I feel this would be the only spot Mount Pleasant Chapel Hills have a chance against Mineola, the third game if possible. I just don't see it. I mean, these are some ticky-tack fouls down low, and then you go to the other side, and it gets crazy. Yep, they got that. That number 3 wants that shot all day long, and we cannot give it to him.
Mineola doesn't need to lose their composure here. You know, the instinct is just go down and try to bust a 3, but Mineola has composed themselves and get an offense going here in the second half and settle down. That's off the Chapel Hill player, and he'll keep a hold of that ball.
Yeah, Chapel Hill up 3 with 55 seconds left here in the third quarter.
Yeah, you want to see Mineola settle down and establish something here on offense. Unable to do that so far here in the second half. Just kind of not really giving credit to the Chapel Hill defense, just playing sloppy on their own part and just cannot get a ball to fall. Man.
That's ridiculous, man.
Y'all got to let the foul happen before you blow the whistle.
That is terrible.
So that'll be 1-1 now for Chapel Hill.
And I feel this is not where you want to be with the clock stopped.
You don't want to put Chapel Hill to the line trailing. And especially, with having 1-1 now the rest of the fourth quarter.
Yeah.
McGuire with a big rebound there for Mineola. So again, you want to see Mineola settle this ball down, score right here before the third quarter ends.
And I want you to watch 3's forearms. Every time he's guarding somebody, he's fixing to get up on them and check them a little bit. Right there.
There it is, yeah.
And Chapel Hill's going to take it to the fourth quarter, up 4. And they are in a position where they have to win to even force a district championship third game. So they're kind of, like I say, in a must-win situation. And here this ref is back talking to the Chapel Hill gentlemen.
Mineola.
Hey, y'all need to focus on calling the game, man. Get out the stands.
Mineola, having a difficult third quarter here and stuff.
It don't look good.
Mineola having a difficult third quarter, playing as bad as they possibly could. Only trailing by 4 here and stuff. Still in this game, but you're going to have to compose themselves and be able to focus on the game here.
Yeah, like you say, man, Mineola has to compose themselves. It's nothing that, they're really just beating themselves.
If Mineola comes out and plays as they did in the first quarter and stuff, see a completely different game here. But again, Mineola just couldn't get anything to fall there in that third quarter.
Yeah,
again, kind of similar to that the third quarter of the girls' game. Outscored there 12-4 there in the third quarter was Mineola. So
that rim has not been friendly to us.
Yeah, that left side of the court from our perspective here was not friendly to Mineola. Nothing but net, but it's got to go through the rim first.
See if Zay can do something better. Oh, surprised I didn't get Vandover with that push there.
Over the back.
Little hesitation move.
Come on, rebound that ball.
Ooh, take it to him, buddy. And
there we go.
It's crazy, dude. The ref that's down here talking to the stands is right there at that. And the gentleman trailing the play makes the call.
That's why they put 3 referees on the court, keeping it as fair as they can. Did a great job calling that girls' game.
They're doing a good job here. Just as a Mineola fan, I'm getting frustrated. So Mineola back within 1.
After that 3-point play there by TJ Norland.
They left him getting a hand on the ball there, forcing it out of bounds. And you notice Mineola's kind of in a 2-3 zone there. And the way to beat it's some ball movement, and they executed that to perfection. You got a 5'10" against a 6'4", and the crowd goes wild. It's a good block. You could hear it really with these headsets on it. It was a clean one.
Oh.
And Chapel Hill quickly up 5, and Stedman's going to get a timeout here.
You're going to hear this crowd start to get into this game now.
Yeah, this is not what you wanted.
So, Mineola down by 5, 6:20 left to play in the game. Stedman's going to have to draw something up here for Mineola. You don't have time now to, waste a bunch of possessions and stuff. But every possession down the court until you come back are very important, especially against the Chapel Hill team that can score at any moment.
Yeah, they can, and it's something about that rim down there. They didn't shoot well on it, and we're not shooting either. But it goes back to execution, man. If Mineola, whenever they get the offense set up and get it moving, they're getting excellent entry passes to the post. We came out and missed 4 shots early.
Oh yeah, yeah. Like right at the rim, 4 shots. Had 4 possessions down on our side of the court, resulting in no scores at all. So Mineola, again, playing probably the worst third quarter than they possibly could.
Yeah,
still in this game. Just got to play like they did in the first quarter.
So that's going to bring Zay Liscombe to the line for now. Now both teams are in
the bonus, which, man, with 6:16 left to play, with two good free throw shooting teams, that really could come down to some free throws here at the end of this game.
Yeah, it could be a long game in store. And the freshman,
that's a big free throw for a freshman.
Yeah.
He just finds nothing but the bottom of the net.
I'm about to say, I'm surprised the stands aren't going nuts right now.
I think, again, they're still just a little nervous. You don't want to get too excited in this game, but they don't realize, what a, extra player they have on the stands just by making a bunch of noise.
Right.
Man, they have gotten extra sensitive.
Yeah, they're getting sensitive on the right end and desensitive on the left. I guess that's going to be 5 fouls for Zay Lipscomb.
That's a big loss here in the end of this game. And it's going to rest solely on TJ now at the point guard position. So unable to convert that 1-and-1 free throw. TJ Moreland at point now for Mineola, with Zay Lipscomb fouling out for the Yellow Jackets. And a lazy pass there from Braden Alley.
It's
dangerous.
Crazy. It's crazy how just physical they can be on us. But then you get down here on the other end and you just got to blow on them. I mean, they are literally hands on deck, pushing, shoving, being just physical with this Mineola Yellow Jacket team.
I think that's the nature of, playing in these home gyms. The same is true, fan before earlier we were talking to said the same is true about us in our own gym. So I think every town feels that way as they go to visit the opposing team, as the student section starts to get loud here in Chapel Hill.
Yes, it is.
Good look there down low. Ooh. Stephen McGuire unable to convert.
I'm surprised they got away with that push that he called. That's weak. It's a terrible call.
Number one fouled on the shot, so he'll get 2 free throws here. Chapel Hill, having done a terrible job here this evening from the free throw line, may come back to haunt them in this game if Mineola is able to come back.
Yeah, and the game's going to be won right here.
They missed both of those. As good of a shooting team as Mount Pleasant Chapel Hill is, to suffer from the free throw line like that.
Yeah, they haven't shot too well.
Ooh. Oh, we have not shot well at all this whole entire half. Oh, jump ball.
Mineola's going to retain possession up underneath the basket here. Down 3, 5:09 left in the fourth quarter. The freshman point guard, Xavier Lipscomb, is out with 5 fouls.
Wow. Those things are so close and just rim out.
Chapel Hill's going to get a timeout here. Trying to get some legs up underneath them and make sure, at this point in the game, every possession's going to count.
Every possession's huge. 4:57 left to play here. Fourth quarter, 3-point game. Both teams in the bonus. Next foul for Mineola gives Chapel Hill a double bonus.
Yes, and golly, would you expect anything less?
Oh, yeah, no kidding, yeah. You knew you were going to come in here and have an easy game.
Right.
Honestly, the two of probably the most disappointing things here is, one, the crowd here in Chapel Hill being as tame as they have been. A very quiet gym for as many people that are packed into this place, but also their free throw shooting, I think, has allowed Mineola to stay in this. And Mineola's side of the ball just coming out like we did in the third quarter, just not able to make any shots, and it's kind of continued here into the fourth. Open shots that were falling in the first half, just aren't doing it for us, you know. So if either one of those changes for either team, I think you'll see that, you know, tip into the favor of who finally wins this game.
Right. Yeah,
it'll be Chapel Hill ball after the Chapel Hill timeout.
And these refs, again, they've overall done a pretty good job. So however way it goes, it's not going to be a ref's fault here. So Mineola's got to buckle down, take care of the basketball, and when opportunities are given, you got to take advantage of them. And it looks like Chapel Hill may just kind of play takeaway, a little scared of this Mineola Yellow Jacket offense, just trying to keep the ball from them.
Yeah, up by 3, you know, and you have that advantage to get that ball down there and, you know, and score with those high percentage shots like that, or whatever, give yourself a 5-point lead, you know, take a lot of clock off right there. That's big for Chapel Hill.
Going to be 1-1 for Dawson Pendergrass.
I couldn't see what it was about, but in between that exchange, Coach Stetman upset with the referees heading down the court. You know, we get a foul called here against Mineola, but something on that opposing end had Stedman upset.
Yeah, it looked like the guy that came in and drove, and I mean, he did a jump stop, but he started falling and slipped. It looked like he got away with a travel that ended up for an easy 2 points.
There we go, called, yeah, he's pushing off.
And then you got Zero that can make the shove.
Oh, they're calling that against us. Wow. I thought that was going to be against the Chapel Hill.
I mean, Braden Alley's 10 yards down the court. And that's a that's a good-sized dude there. So that's going to be 5 for him also.
That's a double bonus now for Chapel Hill.
It shouldn't be 5. Heineman, once they said he had 5, Heineman immediately stood up as he's keeping the books over there also. So maybe it is 5 because he hadn't said anything yet. So, and this is what you don't want to happen here in Mineola, is your main players starting to foul out of the game here.
And for Chapel Hill to start making free throws.
Yeah. Yeah, you don't want that.
So both free throws there on that 1-on-1 opportunity. Huge for Chapel Hill now with a 7-point lead.
Yeah, you're at a big time disadvantage at this point because you've got Bobby Collins in the game and he doesn't really play much.
Man, we can't get a shot to fall.
Yeah, Bobby doesn't really play much, so you know Stedman's going to call a timeout, so you know Bobby's not comfortable with the offense. And it kind of puts Mineola at a disadvantage here. So Stedman calling the timeout, trying to regroup here. 3:27 left in the fourth quarter. Trailing 7.
You know, with Zay out, that does just put so much pressure upon Vandover and Moreland at the top, and then, you know, they're able just to put heavy pressure on those guys down low to keep the ball from getting inside. It makes a scoring opportunity so much harder for Mineola, having Braden Alley and Zay out now.
Yeah, Braden plays some big time minutes, and he's a long player with some speed to him that can shoot. So that's big time here.
And pick up your dribble, and they're all in your face.
Yeah. That's exactly what Chapel Hill wants you to do, is use one dribble and pick it up.
And TJ with just an off-balance shot. Timeout, Chapel Hill. So, it seems like just Chapel Hill's had us off balance the entire second half here. Just not able to make any good, offensive moves as far as our offense goes, and just forcing those tough shots in the middle.
Yeah, and it looks like I'm sitting here looking in this timeout on the Mineola huddle, and it looks like, which that's Mineola's or TJ's off shooting hand. So, but his left hand, that pinky, he's got heavily taped.
So Chapel Hill with 3 timeouts remaining. Mineola with only 1 timeout here with 3:09 left to play in this matchup here between the Chapel Hill Red Devils and the Mineola Yellow Jackets. Big district implications on the line here. Mineola sitting in first place solely right now. Chapel Hill with 2 losses on the district. Mineola with 1. So big game here tonight. Mineola having beaten Chapel Hill at Mineola when they faced off earlier in the season. Chapel Hill getting a chance for the rematch on their home court here this evening. Oh. Got to get that rebound.
Yeah. Pendergrass wasn't letting that one hit the floor.
Yeah. So the team of talent as that is shooting to come away with no points scored. Another off-balance shot there by TJ, but able to knock that one down.
Yeah, you're going to end up having a foul here, as they're probably going to keep it away from you. And Chapel Hill's doing a great job of just playing keep away, not giving Mineola an opportunity here. And Stedman, he is getting frustrated, as at this point there's really nothing you can do. That was a foul. that over there was a foul early on in the fourth quarter. They'll make them work for it now. 1:18 left. Chapel Hill, for the time being, up 5. It's going to be 2 shots here.
Number 0, very good free throw shooter, nailed 2 just a while ago.
Yep.
Probably not the guy you wanted to send to the line.
At this point, I think Chapel Hill's coach is going to have everybody in there that's shooting close to perfect.
Yeah. So each possession down the court now, huge for Mineola.
Oh. It's not a good pass. He had the right idea. It was just a little too hard. Chapel Hill's got a 30-second timeout with 1:05 remaining.
Yeah, Mineola in a tough spot right here, down 6 with Chapel Hill having possession.
Yeah, coach calls a 30-second timeout and takes everybody to the bench. I thought that was a technical. I mean, obviously they're not going to call that, but they can't tell Mineola to get up off the bench, and Mineola turns. It's like they're on the bench. And I'm going to tell you something. You've got 2 what I would consider pretty elite coaches as far as basketball goes, so this is a chess match, if you want to call it.
Definitely, yeah. You get 0 here with some big free throws down this stretch.
Yeah.
3 of 4 so far.
Yeah, we got to start fouling somebody else.
Ooh, starting to miss here.
Missed the last 2.
Yep, missed the last 2 free throws.
You got to shoot that. Somebody's got to shoot it.
Yeah.
TJ just kind of, that was not a foul there, but TJ just kind of got stretched out of his. 23 seconds left. It's going to send Moreland to the line, and look at him just walk up there. That dude is wore out.
Wore out, yeah. He played the entire game long, maybe sat twice for
right.
a total of 30 seconds when he did sit.
Fifteen realized I can't handle this guy. Let's switch.
Well, that's Mineola ball, so.
Yeah, 3 was trying to push off more than go to the basketball and kind of just got caught slipping there. Let's see who called that timeout. Let's pay attention. There was 1 timeout for Mineola and 2 timeouts for Chapel Hill right there.
And Mineola with the last timeout. 23 seconds left, down by 5.
Yeah, you got to get a quick basket made. Really, it doesn't have to be a three-pointer at this
Yeah, you're down by 5, so like you say, it needs to be quick. You know, we wasted 20 seconds off the clock a while ago trying to look for that open shot.
Yeah, if you can get it, it would be perfect if you can get a dribble drive and 1 here.
Yeah, yeah. It's big for Mineola too, just to be able to sit and take a breather, full timeout, able to rest his players here. We lost Zay and Braden Alley, with like 4 minutes left to play in the game. So
what the crazy thing is the Quitman Bulldogs helped us out.
Oh, big time.
In district standings, and they set us up for just a come over here and win, which is tough. But
yeah, we had a stumble early on in district with that loss to Winsboro, and thought we'd be in a tough situation, but Quitman bailed us out and weren't able to capitalize on it here. Too far under the basket there.
Yeah,
TJ.
Yeah, he just kind of got lost, I think, where he was on the court and tried to force that ball up. The play was there.
Yeah.
Just a little bit too
sharp
low.
Angle, didn't realize where he was under the basket. So now number 3 will go to the line with 2 free throws. 20 seconds left on the clock.
And the gym is starting to foul out a little bit. Oh.
Oh, I'm telling you, that end of the court, we cannot make a basket. That right there was a good indication to this entire half right there.
Right.
2 open shots and just unable to have the ball fall.
And that's pretty much, they'll be able to tack on some points here, but that's pretty much going to be the ball game. It's going to force a decisive game 3 pending a result. Mineola still got 2 district games remaining. Really need to win both of those.
But I say, you don't want to speak too early, especially with a game against Quitman looming.
Yeah.
Quitman would love to be a spoiler of a Mineola district championship.
Right.
So that's the ball game, 48-40. Chapel Hill able to come out here with a victory at home against the Mineola Yellow Jackets. So continues to liven up our district here, both now with 2 losses in the district. So sitting atop of the district just like last year. So ending the season both in first place here. Chapel Hill has to play Harmony, so they have 1 more game against Harmony. And then Mineola has 2 more games this Friday against Winona, and then Tuesday, big game against the Quitman Bulldogs. They'll come to town to the Jackets Nest and take on the Mineola Yellow Jackets. So big games coming up. Don't forget about Monday, the Lady Jackets will travel to Hallsville to play the Atlanta Jackrabbits. So quite a few games coming up. This Friday we will travel to Winona to bring you that game live between the Yellow Jackets and the Winona. Oh, what are they, the Wildcats?
Wildcats.
For some reason, I thought Tigers at first. So thanks for joining us again. This is Chad Parrish with Creative Edge Media, joined by Doug Kaufman. We'll see you guys again on Friday.
Go Jackets.